Hi, welcome to another St. Luke's cookery clip. We are going to make curried ham and egg noodles. So for that, you are going to need about 150 grams of noodles, about 4 spring onions. You might like to have 2 or 3, it's up to you, it's up to your taste palette. 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons of curry powder, and about 100 grams of ham. You'll also need a little bit of cooking oil, like olive oil. See you in a minute. I've boiled a kettle and I've put the boiling water in a saucepan. I put some salt in there as well. I can see that my water's boiling, so I'm just going to very carefully put my noodles in. And then I'm going to cook these for about 3 to 4 minutes until my noodles are cooked and nice and soft. Meanwhile, I'm going to get my other frying pan warmed on a medium heat, and I'm going to put some oil in there. I have sliced up my ham, and I put my ham in my frying pan like so I can cook that up. And then I'm going to put a couple of teaspoons of curry powder in. Can use mild or medium curry powder, whatever you like. I'm going to put my 2 teaspoons in. In that goes. I'm just going to cook that for a couple of minutes in my frying pan. Obviously you can use things like mushrooms instead of ham, or peppers, or maybe some cabbage. It's up to you. So obviously you don't have to use ham, but I like the ham personally. So cook that around for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to add in the egg. Here we go. So I'm just making sure all those little bits of ham are nicely separated and covered in my lovely curry powder. I'm also just going to push down my noodles a bit. That's fine. Then I'm going to add my egg. So you'll need to just whisk your egg a little with a fork or whisk so it's nicely combined, like so. Then you're just going to add your egg to your mixture. Don't forget, eggs do cook very quickly, so I'm just going to take it off the heat slightly, because the heat of the frying pan will also start to cook the egg anyway, like so. And then just going to drain my noodles, because my noodles are about done. Just leave that for a sec. Turn that off and drain my noodles. So let me just test these noodles. So the noodles are nicely soft. We're going to keep some of the liquid in case I need it for later. Yep, so the noodles are nice and soft. So what I'm going to do is come over to the sink, and what I've got is I've got a cup there, and then I've got my colander on top, because I want to reserve some of the water. And my 2 hands, I'm going to carefully, slowly and carefully take my time and just drain those noodles in there. Put my colander back up here onto my saucepan. Then I've got my mug of water in case I need it later. Now, meanwhile, I'll just put my heat back on again over here. Yep, it's on. And then I'm going to add my noodles to my mixture, like so. Then a bit of a stir around, so it's all nicely combined. Then the noodles can pick up the flavour of your curried ham and eggs. And then in a minute, I'm just going to put some of my chopped spring onions in. And I'm going to leave a few as well to decorate on top. I'm just going to put a few in there. Oops. Like so. And then it's basically ready to go. I'm just going to add a little bit of pepper in and a little bit of salt, not too much. But that is basically ready. So the noodles are looking a little bit dry. I'm just going to use a little bit of my reserved water just to add to my mixture. It's just like a sort of sauce. So that's a bit better. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. And then I'm going to serve it up. Here we go. And then, as I say, then you can serve it up like so. And then it's up to you how much you have for each person. I'll show you roughly what this makes. So you could serve 2 or 3 people. Generally speaking, I'd say this serves 2. Like so. If you're being a bit stingy, it could serve 3, but really it serves 2. There we go. And then on top you are going to put a little bit of a drizzle of olive oil on. So a little bit of a drizzle of olive oil over the top, and then a few spring onions, just a few that you've saved on top. There we go. And maybe just a little flourish of black pepper on top, because I think it just looks pretty. There we go. There we go, guys. So enjoy with your lovely curried ham and egg noodles.